When you get all dressed up to meet your wife at Doc Marie's.
Crazy.
But the line still looks like this at 11 p.m. and you're sweepy.
That's insane, yo. Can't wait to go there, though.
Tell me I look pretty and that I would have kissed the queer of my dream.
The line is part of the experience. But then, about like an hour in, I had seen so many hotties. Of course, I had seen some TikTok crushes. Like, just like literally, we had seen so many exes, Tinder matches, classic lesbian shit.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Do I have a woke backfire story for you guys today? Because it has become abundantly clear for me, right, that these people are not good for business, okay? Woke people are not good for business, for corporate America, or for themselves. However, they are amazing for me, right, for business, okay? I just got to be 100% honest about it. These people are a gold mine. But with that being said, we got to talk about how they once again cannibalize themselves and one of their businesses, because you can never be woke enough for these people, okay? As a lesbian bar out in Portland has shut down 1 week after opening because, again, they weren't woke enough. And in this case, woke means inclusive enough. Apparently, they weren't inclusive enough of transgender and people of color, okay? So therefore, this bar had to shut down, right? Which is similar to other stories that we have covered about this, okay? And it just goes to show you, when you go woke, you go broke, right? That's just kind of how it is. And it's not like this business didn't have demand, but like Starbucks, okay, the woke mob caused them to shut down, because what comes with the woke mob is everything that they stand for and they believe in, which means chaos, right? They're agents of chaos, which means crime, looting, theft, all types of stuff, okay? And again, these people can never be satisfied. So therefore, you will always have some drama. So with that being said, let's get into this. I'm going to play a video for you guys after I read a little bit of a woke woman who attended this bar, telling us what happened, right? Giving us a breakdown of what happened. Well, let's read a little bit about the background here first. Doc Marie's is a lesbian bar that opened on July 1st of this year with the hope of bringing more inclusivity to the city of Portland, right? As if they needed more of that. But just 1 week after their grand opening, they were forced to shut down because of complaints that the bar was not a, quote, safe space. Similar to the story I wrote a few weeks ago about the queer-owned cafe in Philadelphia that was shut down by employees for not being woke enough, Doc Marie's was cannibalized by the woke mob. The mob on opening day was huge. One woman said that the line for entry on opening night was wrapped around the block, with literally 200 lesbians waiting to get in. I don't know why, but that's a funny line to me. 200 lesbians waiting to get into a bar. Okay, that sounds like a interesting time. Okay, but the excitement about a new progressive hangout dissipated quickly. Within days, Doc Marie's found itself on the receiving end of accusations of not being inclusive enough for trans people and people of color. Despite mask mandates being lifted in Portland, patrons accused the bar of not implementing enough COVID safety measures. Patrons also claimed that Doc Marie's had, quote, culturally appropriative art on the walls. And you can never be woken up with these people. One TikToker who says that she attended the grand opening breaks down the accusations against the bar. So without further ado, let's go ahead and play this video I found on TikTok of a woke woman explaining what happened here.
Okay, so I went to the opening night of the new lesbian bar in Portland, Oregon, and here are my revelations and lessons learned. One, we got there at 9 p.m. being all cute and naive, and we were like, oh, we're gonna get there early, like, no big deal. We got there. The line was wrapped around the block. There were literally 200 lesbians and like women love women, gender expansive sapphics, like all in line for this place that had like a maximum occupancy of like, I don't know, 60 people. Maybe in New York, this kind of shit happens, but like in Portland, like this is not, we do not, no. But my friends are all, we're committed to the experience. So I was like, okay. I got my lime bevy. I got my little spliff. We're making friends. I'm like, this is fine. Like, I'll wait for 2.5 hours to get into this bar. Like, whatever. Okay, so everyone wants the tea on the ongoing issues with Doc Marie's, the new lesbian bar that just opened in Portland. And so I'm here to give it to you. I already made a short video about this, but after some more research as well as some helpful comments, thank you, I was able to piece together a little bit more what happened, and I'm going to share it with you all. So the employees of Doc Marie's have made a workers collective, and they have put out several statements on Instagram, the Instagram that this comment is referencing. And so I'm just going to transmit that information to TikTok. I encourage you all to go check out their Instagram and read it for yourself. But here's what Doc Marie's has been accused of doing. So there are a significant number of concerns this workers collective has made. In a nutshell, just repeated unprofessional and unsafe behavior that has put the physical safety of workers and customers at risk, payroll systems that are not paying people correctly, discrepancies in salaries, dirty water leaking onto the floor, and the owner enabling racist behavior. So the real reason why Doc Marie's is closed is because when the workers brought these concerns to the ownership the next day after opening day, the ownership did not meet the concerns with any sort of plan of action, and the unsatisfactory response caused the managers to quit their jobs immediately. The Workers Collective goes on to assure us that protecting Black and Brown LGBTQ plus folks in building an actively anti-racist space is their top priority, that they are committed to ongoing racial bias training and will continue to educate ourselves in order to actively foster a safe environment while upholding a zero policy towards racism. Again, there's way more details on Instagram, so I encourage everyone to check them out on Instagram and read it for yourself. Personally, I had close friends and community members who I saw openly ask the ownership of Doc Marie's what they were doing to be proactive about the safety, the health and safety of QT BIPOC people in particular, and their questions were met with silence and never addressed. There was also this piece of art on the wall, which is not inherently damning, but kind of sad. And I'm not pointing all of this out to just be a hater. I, like every other Sapphic in Portland, yearn for a lesbian bar that actually meets the community's needs and centers Black and Brown people and centers trans people and centers the health and safety of disabled folks. I yearn for that. I want that so bad. And so I think I am willing to be critical, and I hope the whole entire community is willing to be critical of this space to make it exactly what we want and need, and not some bullshit white supremacist institution.
Yeah, so you guys seen that, you heard that. Now, in regards to the specific allegations that are being levied against this woke bar in regards to racism and not being inclusive enough, Mr. or Mrs. Wavy Gravy here is going to give us some insight, as she is a member of the Marie Equi Workers Collective, right? Basically the group that unionized against this woke bar. Which again, I just want to point this out, guys. It's enough for small businesses to worry about government red tape. Imagine now, right? If you want to start a business, not only do you got to worry about government red tape, which is a lot more than it is in these liberal states, right, than it is in red states, but you got to worry about government red tape and woke red tape, right? When you try to start a business that is marketed towards the wokes, right? Because there's a whole lot of things you got to look out for and rules and regulations that you got to set to appease the mob, or they're going to be upset, right? And you're going to get your business shut down. Now, let's read about these allegations here, okay? Somebody asked, what was the violent/racist incident? Wavy Gravy says 2 white women antagonized a Black woman and her white wife. They threw multiple pint glasses at the mixed race couple and said racist things. One of the 2 white women punched someone in the face and split their eyebrow open. They were kicked out. Then our chef saw the owner hugging the attacker outside while visibly intoxicated. Owner lied and said she was sober and refused to step away from the aggressors when told of the racism. To clarify, the owner was visibly intoxicated and stumbling. The bar has a 0 drinking on the clock policy. Doesn't apply to the owner, I guess. Wow. Wow. Again, yeah, they got a lot of problems, right? They got a whole lot of problems. So apparently, again, the owner here was embracing somebody that got in a fight or something like that outside. Maybe it was the owner's friend or something. Maybe they was trying to calm the person down. I don't know. Okay, but apparently the owner, right, it wasn't enough for the people to get kicked out the bar. The owner couldn't embrace or talk to the people that got kicked out the bar at all, right? I can only imagine how mad they would have been if they would have called the police, right? They would have said they are endangering black and brown and trans and BIPOC people, okay? So good thing the owner didn't call the police. It could have been a lot worse, right? Could have been a lot worse. Again, this is embarrassing, right? It really is. You don't get in bed with these people, okay? Especially in business. Employees of Doc Marie's created an Instagram page to echo these concerns. They claimed that the owners weren't proactive enough in creating a safe space and accused the owners of racism. The employees also demanded that the bar host free opportunities for education for the community. So they also wanted to pay for their college, right? They wanted to pay for their education as well, too. Okay. Wow. Incredible stuff. Eventually, the employees demanded the owners relinquish ownership of the bar and hand the business to them. The owners were given a 24-hour deadline to adhere to the ludicrous demands. Wow. Again, this is another reason why you don't go in business with these people. You don't hire wokes because they're going to try to take over your business. They want to run your business, okay? They want to run your business. It happened to Netflix. It happened to Disney. It's happening to this bar. It happens all the time. It happened in that story I covered from Philadelphia, right? The woke coffee shop, okay? Again, these people want to run your business, right? They want to run your lives. They want to tell you how to live, okay? Just 5 days after opening, the bar announced on July 6th that they had to close temporarily in order to address the cries from the woke mob for a safe and inclusive space. Surrendering to the woke mob doesn't appear to be working out in Doc Marie's favor as the bar remains closed with no public plan to reopen. All right, so here's the issue. The issue is that in the ideal world, the solution for the owners is just don't hire wokes. Don't hire wokes, okay? That's the solution. However, if you don't hire wokes, what happens is that you get a reputation for not hiring wokes, and then they're going to boycott your bar because the employees aren't woke enough. So you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. If you hire wokes, you're going to have to live up to this ridiculous, unreasonable woke standard that just simply can't be met. And every now and then, you will have to shut down your business because the wokes are upset. But again, this is what happens when you get in bed with these people, okay? We've seen it happen time and time again. You will either go broke, okay, because there's no demand for your product, right? Or if you're making money, again, like Starbucks, you will have to shut down your business because the woke mob brings chaos wherever they are. It's really that simple. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.